All right, everybody, welcome back to Stinker, Drinker, Thinker. We're doing our blind whiskey madness, March Madness ripoff bracket. Everyone cheer.
Hey! Ooh,
Yay!
The crowd went mild.
Wow. We're three guys. We pour some pours, we make some cocktails, and we put them in a ridiculous ranking system that we've developed known as the Stinker, Drinker, Thinker ranking system. And it's world-renowned, Guinness World Book record ranking, Times Square signage. That's how all the reality TV shows that rank like culinary experiences and dating things and all that stuff, they all use our ranking system now. So like those pod shows where the people sit in the pods and they don't know each other, they rate everybody a stinker, a drinker, or a thinker now, and that's how they find out if they're going to get married.
It's true.
It's cool. My wife watches those shows religiously, and I saw it on TV the other day, and the one guy called her a stinker, and she probably stunk. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
You can't see each other, but they can smell each other.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm Anthony Longano, and I'm, never mind. That's right. I'm the star of the show. Yeah. And I am joined here by my two very much co-hosts, Matt McKibble, who just got back from Mexico.
Hey.
Say hello.
Hola.
Hola. Right. And then there's Troy, the body of Viglotti. Troy, please say hello to everyone out there.
Hi.
A couple things before we get into what we're doing today. Matt, myself, and some friends and significant others and things like that went and saw Mr. Body at Connor's Rooftop Bar last night in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Had a great experience. Troy just kind of kept handing us things, and I wasn't sure if I was paying for them or not, but they kept getting handed to me. And it was a good time. Left. It was St. Patrick's Day weekend. I decided that I wanted a Shamrock Shake.
Oh, boy.
And I haven't had one in years, but I decided that I wanted one. And it's about 10:30. Pulled into the McDonald's, sat in the line for a half hour because apparently everyone else wanted Shamrock Shakes. Mm-hmm. And it was good. It was good. I sat there. And then I got to and I was going to dip my fries in the Shamrock Shake. So I got to the window. I ordered fries, forgot to order the shake.
Oh, my God.
So then I got to the paying window, and I was like, fuck. They're always so rude at McDonald's. No offense to anyone out there who works at McDonald's, but like, never a great experience from a customer perspective when it comes to, bedside manner and all that.
It is McDonald's.
It is McDonald's. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to make up some sort of bullshit lie for them to feel bad that I forgot to order the shake. So they can give me the shake. So I pull up to the window, and you can't really see the person in there. Nice young girl. I was like, hey, is it too late for me to put a Shamrock Shake on there? My wife just called. She's pregnant. My wife's not pregnant. My wife just called. She's pregnant. Like, gotta get the shake on there. And she and I half expecting her to be like, and she was like, oh no, I'm expecting two. And and I was like, oh. She's like, I will gladly add it. You're such a good husband. And I'm in shock, and I feel like such a bad person. And she put it on there and then gave me back my card, and she's like, congratulations. And I was like, thanks. And I didn't even say congratulations to her because I felt like such a dick. And I drove off and I got the Shamrock Shake. It was disgusting. I take 2 sips of it and then I went to bed. So anyway, had to tell you all that.
Oh, that's a good reminder of last week when we did all the St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yeah.
Fond memories.
Fond memories of that too. Speaking of which, how was your Mexican retreat?
It was great.
Yeah.
I drank far too many margaritas.
There was a point, I think around 12:30 in the noon where you were texting me and you were speaking only Spanish.
Yes, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to to embrace where I was, and so I just decided to drink a bunch of light beers and margaritas, and that led to me speaking in Spanish. So, hey, you know what? That happens.
I heard that you are an all-inclusive connoisseur, and you know how to get your money's worth.
That's true.
Usually 6 to 7 full meals a day, from what I've heard.
7 to 8. Yeah.
7 to 8. Okay.
Yeah. Good. It's important to have first dinner and then second dinner, or else
That really is a philosophy that I've heard you talk about multiple times.
True.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time going with you.
Yeah. If you ever want to shout out, leave a comment if you know where I should go next.
Is there a weight gain goal that you have?
It's usually 20, 30 pounds.
By which day? By
day 2.
Day 2, you're checking for at least 10 to 12 pound gain.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
45-ounce tomahawk don't grow on trees.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, they grow in my belly.
Anyway, well, since you're chatting, last year we did this. I think is the first year we get to do this on video, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But to rip off college basketball, we like to do our own bracket here in March with whiskey. 16 beautiful whiskeys of all shapes, sizes, finishes, colors, ages, proofs, prices, and we put them into a blind bracket, essentially. And we rank them, and then there's only 4 rounds. It gets down to the final 4, and there's one winner. Matt, how are we doing it?
How are we doing it? Well, we picked 16 whiskeys that we thought were representative of our favorites or things we truly enjoyed in our collections, and we put them up here in a bracket. And I think hopefully maybe we'll have the bottle list here or over here, depending if you're watching YouTube or not. Maybe look to the left of me or right of me.
For the people who aren't watching, I'll read maybe after you're finished explaining.
Yeah, exactly. And then so we have a chart for each round, and we're going to just, see maybe a friendly competition, or in Troy's words, not so friendly competition, about who can get the most bottles correct out of all 16. And then maybe if we get bonus points if we name the winner. I don't know. But we have proof, type, is it finished, what would we pay for it, a specific bottle guest, and then we'll give it a score and a ranking. As is tradition here on Stinker Drinker Thinker.
Yeah, and since we're doing it in brackets of 4, the score is going to be 1 through 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the least best of the 4. And that's how we, and I think that's basically how we determine who gets to the next round.
Say it again one more time.
So 1 is the best, 4 is the worst, 4 is the best?
Yeah, so the points, the number you're giving them is the points they are awarded, and the one with the highest points gets moved on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Here are the bottles we're doing. So last year, we're only taking 1 bottle from last year. And what we try to typically do is all 4 of us pick 4, and then we took the winner from last year, and then I think we fought for the other 3.
Yeah, pretty
essentially.
much.
Yeah, okay. And we group decision on the other 3. Balcones Texas Single Malt. From it's a Total Wine Store pick. That kicked everyone's candy ass last year. There was a close runner-up in the Seagrass 16, but the Balcones kind of kicked everyone's ass. So that is the only one that's coming in from last year. The rest, I'll read them to you here. We have Nulu Bourbon finished in Amburana barrels, which I think I've tried. I think that was pretty delicious. We have a Whiskey Acres Artisan Series Bourbon finished in maple syrup casks, which is awesome. That was one of my picks. The Banana Hammock 12-year cask strength, 2021. That's Bunnahabhain 12-year Scotch. Leopold Bros Holiday Edition 2021 3-chamber rye. The Castle and Key Small Batch Bourbon, the #1 release that I should never have opened because now it's worth $1 million and my bottles have gone. Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled Special Release Single Malt, which kicked ass. We did that on an episode a few months ago. The Westward Single Malt Pinot Noir cask finished. Russell's Reserve 13, one of my favorites of the year. Virginia Distillery Co., Courage and Conviction, Cuvée Single Cask Texas Select, Heaven Hill 17-year, which may or may not have been the best whiskey we've ever tried on this podcast.
I'm nervous about having that on
and
here.
We're going to find out. I'm pretty excited for that, how that's going to do. One of my favorite whiskeys I think we've ever also done on here, and maybe just ever, is the Cedar Ridge Double Barrel. Pretty excited about that. Penelope Bourbon Barrel Strength. Do you know what batch it was?
Oh, I do not remember, but we can look.
We can look it up. I think it was either batch 7 or batch 11, because I have batch 7 and I have batch 11, and it's one of those. We're doing the Town Branch Bourbon finished in maple barrel stout barrels. Maple syrup stout barrels. Oh. Matt wrote that wrong on there. Sorry. That's Matt's fault, everybody. That's a really interesting. It's one of my favorites that I tried this year, and that's kind of how I tried to pick things. Me and Troy tried that at the Barstown Bourbon Festival. They told us it was a distillery-only release, so I bought a bottle of it. Now it's on shelves everywhere. Yep. Sagamore Spirit 8-year-old rye, and then the Barrel Craft Spirits Vantage release from this year. I guess, I don't know.
Hitters.
I don't know if our editor is going to know these or not, but
they will.
Okay.
So I created a document that she'll have ahead of time. So
is Kate sending her the numbers or something?
Like you mentioned, blind. So I created a document that has all the answers and the information on it. And then I had my wife assign numbers on that sheet for each bottle, and then that is to our editor and my wife only. So
this is truly as blind as it could be.
Yep.
Okay. So today we're doing numbers 1, 16, 8, and 9.
Just like a real seating, I think.
Okay.
In the basketball.
Is that how it works?
I think so. I think 1 plays 16, right? That's normally how it plays.
I don't know. I don't know anything about basketball.
Let's just go with that.
Let's just do it. Matt, you want to pour them or pass them around and pour?
Sure. Yeah. We'll just start with number 1.
Oh, it's annoying.
What?
A little bit of it got on my finger. Now I can already smell it, and it's already I know what that is, of course, because because that's the kind of asshole I am. We purposely didn't put any Michters in here this year. That way, I couldn't just say everything was Michters.
So yeah, the 2 requests that I got were to put Michters in, and then to put Sagamore rye in,
or Sazerac rye.
Sorry, yeah. Sazerac rye. Yep. And neither of them unfortunately made it in the bracket. Also, honorable mention. As we put this in here, honorable mention to the Infinite Drinker, which almost made it in. But
it's very hard for us to stat that, though.
Yeah, we just didn't want to do it because we didn't have the appropriate stats for it. I don't know.
I will say that maybe the winners, maybe the winners of each round, and then the winner of the 4, maybe obviously can all go in the Infinite Drinker at one point.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they're already in there. I don't know.
Oh, they probably already are. Some of the stuff is stuff we've definitely done on here before. So
yeah. But Heaven Hill 17 instead made it in, so I'm not angry about it. So.
And it's deserved. Heaven Hill 17 should be on here, and honestly, Michter's 10 should probably be in here too. But
then we'd call everything Michter's. And
that's an Anthony thing. That's not anyone's fault but mine. Everything is Michter's. Everything should be Michter's.
I mean, last night you were jonesing a little bit.
I was jonesing. There's a bottle of sour mash at Troy's bar that's just got like maybe just a glass or two poured out of it. A Troy pour out of it anyway. And even though he measures everything at the bar, which is I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
But it's just up there, and that their branding is great because that bottle just looked like, hey Anthony, hey, I'm here. You've been here for over an hour, and you haven't even asked to look at me.
Open me.
It's just a little. I mean, for me, it's the danger zone, man. That stuff. It just bottle's cracked. The cap doesn't go back on too easily, so it's just like I got to drink it. It's gonna get aerated if I don't. So anyway,
all right. So I don't know. We should just go through them real quick, and then we'll take maybe a cracker break, and then we'll go through them again and give our final verdicts. Is that what we want to do?
I say do 2.
Do 2 and a break.
2 and a break.
Tuna break?
2 and a break.
2 and a break, and then recap.
Stay tuned for the tuna break. All right. Number 1, which is number 1.
Hey, Troy, can I be an asshole? Can I have that pen? That is my favorite pen. I wanted that pen. You can have that pen. Literally my favorite pen.
I was going to throw it, Matt.
I know, but I helped you out instead because I didn't know if you want to reach that or not.
Oh, this is not my favorite pen. It's purple.
Well, you're stuck with it now.
Joke's on you.
All right, yeah, it's definitely a single malt.
I haven't even smelled it yet.
No, I smelt it already,
for number
unfortunately,
3.
because it was on my pinky. You know.
I would agree.
Smells great. I'm not getting a lot of heat on it. I'll tell you, Matt, it would have been nice to on the list. Well, maybe there's a little burn there.
Right.
On the list, maybe to have the proofs of all these.
No,
bottles.
we have the guest proof.
I know, but like, yeah.
That's the point.
We don't cheat here.
I don't cheat here.
Matt knows all this stuff. Trust me, Matt's cheating.
I know every single bottle off the top
You
of my
think
head.
if fucking Matt didn't check Kate's work, Matt, the most analytic, anal person of all time.
you're
that he didn't-
analytic.
Yeah,
Analytic.
analytic.
Oh, she'll
that he didn't check Kate's work.
If she makes an appearance on the last episode like she did last time, I'm sure she'll tell you how much I was in the other room just being like, are you sure they're correct? Did you yes, I triple. Did you quadruple check?
Yeah, because what Kate told me last night is that you think that she is incapable, which is great.
That's a good word. Well, I don't, but that's a good phrase.
Anyway,
all right.
Lots of chocolate, a little bit of spice. There's some heat there. It's definitely barley.
Yeah. It smells.
It could be a little finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say it smells a little like red fruity, a little bit.
Pinot Noir.
Could be.
Little Pinot in there. What do you got, buddy?
Pinot.
Since you're the wine expert.
I don't smell wine.
It smells like a 19.
Well, that's actually not
a
necessarily
1983 Pinot Noir from the coast. Am I correct?
1983.
What a year. Good vintage.
It was, actually.
See, I know.
I mean, it wasn't 1982.
Or 1984.
Which is truly one of the...
Really?
Probably the most famed vintage of our generation.
Oh.
Or actually, no, that's not our generation.
Woo!
Of, like, the 20th century.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay,
over there?
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus.
I mean, these are all going to be good. They all should be good. These are all some of our
I'm
favorites.
starting to smell fruit that I wasn't smelling initially on this one.
Any kind of red fruits? Like raspberries or blackberry?
No, more stone fruit and a little tropical.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's magic.
I haven't tasted it yet.
I can't decide how hot that is.
Me neither, because it's the first one.
I have no reference. I haven't had any
Well,
whiskey
so I
today.
did it under my tongue. It's pretty hot.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, it's pretty hot. I'm gonna write proof. Pretty hot.
pH.
that's cheating.
It's guys. It's pretty hot.
It's pretty.
All right.
It's not bottled in bond.
No,
That's for sure because it's not from this region. I don't believe
This region, as in
America.
I would agree with you. The question is, if we're just for clarification for type, is single malt all inclusive, or should we do American single malt? Should we do Scotch? American single malt Scotch?
If we're gonna put type down there, I mean, we're gonna put
Just
Scotch.
single
Right? I would say Scotch. I mean,
because it could be blended Scotch.
yeah, if it's Scotch, we're gonna call it Scotch. There's only one Scotch on here. The thing is, too, is like when you got to think about Scotch, and this is, I mean, I'm not trying to jump to any conclusions here, but I have a pretty strong feeling that maybe that's the banana hammock, and it's not like super hot, but you got to remember what cask strength is in Scotland.
Right.
It's probably 112 to 116 or something like that compared to America, where 128, 132 type of thing, right? Yeah. And I think that's kind of right where this is. When I'm thinking of proof, I'm going to say in between 112, 115 is maybe what I'm getting. 107 at the bare minimum. But it is pretty fruity.
Do you like it?
I do enjoy it. I do like it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is it not from this region?
Well, and I was literally just going to say this. A lot of times it's hard for me to pick out Scotch if it's my first thing that I'm drinking compared to an American single malt. If it's the second thing I'm drinking and I've had bourbon or something beforehand, I can easily identify it as Scotch. It's got like this weird grassy characteristic to it that I can't really describe to you. But I don't know, Troy. It's a good question. I just kind of think it's kind of got like that. I don't know. I don't really know, Troy. You're the expert. That's why you're on the show.
I was just curious as to what your opinion was going to be.
I think I'd have to drink. The only other option I could think of
It's spicy.
would be the Westward.
That was kind of what I was thinking on the nose, but
I don't recall exactly what that tastes like. So,
and
I'm gonna say
I've also drank. Yeah,
I'm gonna say 110.
I'm gonna do 112.
That's my initial guess. We can always change these later on, but
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Scotch.
do I think it's finished? Now that is the good question.
That is a good question. Because it is sweet. It is sweet. It is sweeter. I mean, there's nothing on here, at least from the single malt perspective. Because I mean, it's definitely not a bourbon. I'll put it that way. At least from the single malt perspective, that is really finished in something like PX or something that would be sweet and bright like that.
Troy, do you get any Pinot Noir at all?
No.
Okay.
But I don't know if I would even being able to call Pinot Noir specifically in a whiskey. Do I get red wine? No.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stick to my guns here.
What would I pay for this bottle?
In
today's market.
I think that's a pretty good pour, honestly, for something cask strength like that. And if it is a limited release, I guess like it's not a limited release, is it? It's kind of hard to obtain.
About the Bunnahabhain?
Yeah, if it is a banana hammock,
I think it's a yearly release, so technically limited, but not really.
I think I'd probably pay $80 for something like this. Me personally,
I wrote 80 as well.
Well, I'm a big spender, so I'm gonna put 85. How about that?
and I'll do scores at the end, but
yeah, I think we have the score.
Just a recap, and also, I mean, I'm gonna put my ranking here next to it too. I'm gonna call that a drinker. I think it's a drinker. I think it's about 112 proof. I think it's Scotch. I don't think it's finished. I would pay about $80 for it, and I think it's the Bunnahabhain 12-year cask strength. Well, Matt, what do you got?
I think you're really on the mark here on this one. I think I agree with everything you have said, except for it's actually 110. It's a little bit lower.
Well, it's yours. You bought it.
Oh,
no, proof-wise. Oh, I thought you were talking about price.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember how much I paid for it at all. But if this is that, I'm going to stick with single malt because I'm pretty sure it's a Scotch, but I think I need to drink a couple more to really determine that. I'm going to go no finish for now, and then 85. Why not? And then I think it's a drinker thinker as of right now.
What's your bottle guess?
I think it's Bunnahabhain.
Okay.
But it's the first whiskey of the day, so
I agree, 100%.
Yeah. We're not committing to anything.
Is that whiskey not sherry finished?
I don't know.
Okay.
I legitimately don't.
Would you? So this is a question, Troy. Like that tastes maybe like it's sweet enough to be finished in PX. Am I wrong there?
I don't know. I I just think it's finished in a sherry cask.
Are we allowed to look that up? If Bunnahabhain 12 is finished in sherry, I think it's important to know.
Well, then
The other ones
then
are-
you'd see the proof and stuff.
Well, the other ones are listed as finished, right? We should
but
probably
it's not
have
called
that.
finished.
We should
though.
probably have that information if it's sherry finished. I would think. Correct.
Perhaps.
Can
But
I look it
wouldn't
up and try
but
to
it
not
wouldn't be called
look up the proof?
Bunnahabhain 12 sherry finished. If the bottle is called Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength.
No, it wouldn't. They don't advertise it as much as America
Correct.
does.
Right.
What in Scott with
That's what I'm
Scotch?
saying. It's not part of the name of the bottle. So
So we shouldn't look it up, is what you're saying,
not for now.
Troy? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, give us what you think before we move on to number 2.
What do I think about what?
I mean, you're putting stuff in here preliminary.
Proof 114, type single malt, Scotch, finished sherry, pay 80, bottle guess Bunnahabhain, score 4.
You're thinking it's gonna be the best one out of all of them?
No, I'm ranking it out of 4.
Well, yeah, sorry. We have to give one. Each bottle gets a 1, 2,
different
3, or
number.
4.
Oh, I can't.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do score yet.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't do. You can't if you think that's the end all be all.
And
That's not what I thought we were doing. My
and I
bad.
kind of I'm gonna agree with the sherry thing. I'm gonna put no/sherry just because we don't know the information on this bottle.
I'm gonna go thinker drinker.
Good. Okay.
Write that down there. T/D or whatever you want to write it. All right.
I'm gonna take a sip of my water here if you guys don't mind. Guys, listen to my water bottle out there. Listen to it. It's like wheezing. It's weird. Anyway,
It's having a bad day.
it's having a bad year.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
It smells like paint.
It's
I mean,
Paint?
yeah, I think it's actually gonna be really good though now.
wow.
Yeah, I know what this is.
You
It's
what
Michter's
everything
barrel strength, everybody. No, I'm joking.
says right. Wow. Fucking freaking pancakes.
Fuck, Randy. Fuck.
Pain cakes.
Maple syrup pancakes. All I'm gonna say right there.
I got the
But paint-
initial thing. Paint is the
Paint
initial
thinner is
thing.
actually
Yeah, paint thinner is literally the first thing that
Kind
comes
of
to mind.
unfortunate. I don't know if I've ever drinking this before.
It definitely smells like a bourbon. It's got, man, I'll tell you what. I think you have drank it. And I'm not going to get ideas. It's brown sugar.
It
Tons of oak.
it
Tons
is-
of oak. It smells old.
is oddly savory and sweet at the same time. It's a little weird.
And those are my 2 favorite things about wild turkey, which is initially what came to me.
Really?
But I think there's only one wild turkey on here, and we'll know right away. I mean, this does smell like it's got some age to it. The oak is pretty prominent.
Man, I just can't stop smelling.
Troy, could you say that you can smell tannin, like barrel tannin? Or is that more of a taste?
Well, I've always thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never say I'd smell tannin. Yeah,
You would never
it's
taste?
it's texture.
Yeah. Okay.
Why
If
can't
somebody else disagrees, that's great. But
Sure.
I personally have never.
That's not like a thing
said
that you've never like heard anyone say I can.
No.
Yeah. Okay. You get it in?
Yeah. Whatever this is, future Matt will probably be angry about this, but I don't think I enjoy this.
What?
I don't think I enjoy it.
This is delicious.
What?
Future me. Is my glass still the same as your glass? Curious.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It tastes amazing.
I hope this is Heaven Hill 17. I don't think it is.
I think it's.
I think I know what it is, but I don't know for sure. How hot is it? It seems really hot.
I don't think so.
Just really spiky.
I'm telling you right now, that's something I could sit down with and just pour.
Really?
Yeah. Tastes familiar too, man. It does have a little bit of a molassesy kind of thing going on at the end there. It's viscous. This is tough. I have a couple ideas of what I think it could be.
I've narrowed it down to 2, but I don't think I've tried the other one. So therefore, I'm gonna have to guess. Okay. I will agree. I think it is bourbon.
Yeah, I think it's definitely bourbon.
I think it is finished. I don't enjoy it. That's weird.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
The what would you pay thing, is it what do you think the bottle cost, or what would
I
you
think what
pay
you would
for
pay.
it?
I think it's just to say,
Okay.
get it good. Because, I mean, realistically, I mean, most.
So
of these,
like let's break this down because the what would you pay thing. Okay,
that's more of a
all right. So I've tasted this.
Yeah.
I'm at the store. I see this bottle, and I've tasted the stuff. I know what it tastes like.
Yeah, what would you
this
buy?
is what I would pay for.
Correct.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I mean, realistically, all those bottles are either unattainable, unfortunately for most people, or they're just astronomical. It's just like and they're all expensive. It's like, what would you pay is almost arbitrary. Like, you're just gonna pay whatever you're gonna pay, whether you like the bottle or not. This is how much you would pay if you walked in the store and it was this price. This is what you'd want to pay for it. I honestly don't know the proof though.
I think it's a little hotter than I initially expected.
I think it's hotter than I think it's much hotter than the first one. But I don't know if that's just like the single maltiness made it just a little more mellow, or if this is just like really spiky.
I'm gonna say 107. I don't know if it's finished or not. It's got some. I mean, if it's finished, it's not maple barrel stout or not maple stout barrels. Like, I'll tell you that.
That's exactly what I think it is.
I don't know. I mean, it's got like a little bit of there, but
I don't know. I don't know if I've had it before.
Can I smell yours?
it smells exactly the same as mine.
Smell the same?
Yeah.
My glass dirty or something? I don't know.
I washed all them yesterday.
Okay.
Troy, do you have any thoughts here?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I disagree with most everything that you guys have said except for proof. I don't think it's bourbon. I think it's rye.
Oh, interesting.
I get brightness of I get the sharpness that you're talking about. To me is rye. I don't get the richness, the caramel. I don't get that depth, the deep, dark, robust quality that I would get from something that's been finished in like a maple syrup cask. Everything I get is very angular and very bright, and yeah, I just think it's rye.
I'm not getting any rye. I mean, if it is rye, it's old rye.
I hate that you said that because now I'm thinking, but
I really don't get rye.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
No, it makes
I
sense.
definitely don't think it's finished in maple stout barrels.
I just don't. I don't think I've had that one.
Yeah, you had
Have
a
I
pour
a
of it
long
here.
time
Yeah. I also don't think that stuff's that hot. I do think this stuff is living in the 107 range. I really get a lot of that. I really get some homegrown bourbon characteristics here, man. I'm not really getting a lot of. Man, there is a brown sugar at the bottom of this glass, and there's oak everywhere.
There's oak everywhere. Not saying there's not oak everywhere.
But like the brown sugar and like the grassiness is not. It's not a. If it's rye, it's If it's
I'm leaning. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I know I'm wrong, but I think I would agree with Troy. I think it is rye.
I'm gonna need
But
more.
I'm gonna
eventually.
stick. I'm gonna stick with my guns here.
I'm all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't think it's finished for now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'd pay $75 for that at the most. I'm not gonna guess a bottle. Well, I'm gonna guess a bottle, but this is not the right bottle. I'm gonna say it's the Vantage,
Interesting.
I don't hate
which
that. I actually don't hate that call at all.
would be finished.
Yeah, technically.
Technically, it is finished.
Because the blend of
But
three
I don't
finished
taste. I
things.
don't taste like a defined finish in this. Like, it doesn't taste like rum casks or Amburana or sherry, right? So I'll put no/probably.
You gotta pick one or the other.
But I'm gonna say it's the Vantage for now.
I honestly, when you said old and oaky and Troy put the rye, I'm like, my head went to the Sagamore rye, but I think I like the Sagamore rye more than I remember liking it.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, I
I do get a ton of
conflicted
age here, and there's only 2 ryes here. I mean, I don't know what the 3-chamber rye age statement is on it, but I know this. I mean, I don't know. I know the barrel stuff is blended
It's
with
it's
older
bottled
bottles.
in bond.
Is it bottled in the bond? Yeah, this is definitely not bottled in the bond, and I don't think this is that Sagamore rye. I don't know. I don't know.
This is where the bracket gets interesting.
It's
folks.
fun. This is the fun part of it. Matt, what are you doing?
So I'm just sticking with my initial gut reaction, which thinking about it now is probably wrong, but I'm just going to go for it because it makes it more interesting. I'm going to do 120 proof. I'm going to say bourbon that's finished. I would pay $40 because I actually don't like it. I'm gonna say Town Branch, and it's a stinker. Don't know.
Before Troy goes, I just want to let you know that I burped a little bit, and it's bourbon. I know for a fact it's a bourbon. That's a bourbon burp. That's not a rye burp.
It's a bourbon.
Bourbon?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I need 5 seconds.
Okay, Anthony.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh, I did mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
said 5. Okay.
And I'm calling it a drinker. It's an all day drinker. I could pour that stuff all day.
Okay. If you want to write down the rating on the same as the score, we can keep track of it.
I'm writing it up here.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
I am calling an audible.
Okay.
I think it's Vantage as well.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I do. It's just that that barrel has a very signature
Finish.
taste and style, and I've got a real association with it, and I hope that I'm not just being influenced, but it just feels right.
Well, sorry.
I was trying my best to not be influenced by you saying rye, so I appreciate you not letting me influence you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
But not to cut you off, but barrel, and that I think that's what really sold me on the Vantage is they have a distinct finish. It's like a distinct spice and bite that barrel craft stuff has, and there's
There's a lot of varying degrees of ripeness of fruit and quality of oak and sweetness and spice and layers, and I think that's probably what I thought was like the brightness thing with the rye, but I don't think it's so much rye spice as it is just various finishes.
Sure.
Well, if it is that, I'm sorry to everybody at Barrel Craft Spirits because I don't like it. But we don't.
Even though you told her on the air that you liked it.
Maybe I did at the time.
See, guys, we lie about everything on here, especially when people give us
dirty
free
liars.
stuff.
When you do it, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna call this.
Joking.
I'm gonna call this, by the way, a thinker drinker as well.
Okay.
And what would you pay for it?
I wrote 60.
Okay.
And this is why we do it this
Probably
blind
more,
because we
though.
have no idea.
What was the proof you picked?
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
change 70. Oh, I said 110.
Okay.
So you thought it was the same. Wait, what did you put for the first one? Okay, so you thought it was less proofy than the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
In theory, who knows?
Do you know the proof of?
I think it's right in that 107, 110 range. I guess the proof before I picked Vantage.
Oh, I was curious.
But
Whatever you know about the bottle, it's not a.
I think it's right in that range. Yeah. All right, let's take a cracker break, and then we'll get into number 3.
All right.
Sound good?
Cracker break.
Nah.
Cracker break.
Welcome back from Cracker. Sorry to everyone who.
No, man, that was great. My whole career here on this show, I've literally pretended like I hate that, but I fucking missed that shit.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
Okay. I think you're being serious right now.
I am.
I love it.
Wow. Well, then you're gonna really love this joke.
Probably not, but
Hey, Anthony.
what?
What does the basketball player do when he loses his eyesight?
Let me think about this. Basketball player loses his eyesight. I don't know.
He becomes a referee.
Oh,
Got him.
got me. Cool. Moving on. All right. So number 3.
Number 8.
Well, this is number 8. Yeah.
So yeah, just to recap, we tried number 1 and then number 16, and now this is number 8.
Numero 8.
It smells great. It's definitely not a bourbon.
100% bourbon.
All right. Can we make a little rule here? Give like 5 seconds to just sniff before
All right,
words
all
are
right.
spoken.
Troy, this is Sagamore.
All right, wait. We need a 5 second,
fuck.
5 second silence break. I know what it is.
Yeah, I know what
No,
it is.
just kidding.
It's Michter's Barrel Strength Rye finished in Sazerac barrels.
Sazamore.
Sazamore Barrel Strength Turs. If Sazamore was Irish, it would be called Mix Sazamores.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
The nose is like, can we just, before I haven't even got in here, but the nose is really beautiful.
Well, it tastes beautiful too.
It does got a rye forward type of thing. Getting a good amount of oak, maybe a little bit of chocolate at the bottom.
The bottom.
Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there, whiskey.
It does taste spicy, or it smells spicy. Let's get it in.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
oh, baby,
Huh.
that's not rye. Yes, maybe it is.
It's like I'm just
Living over there.
it's like a fucking
Oh, wow.
I don't even know. It's
That's pretty
I'm
good.
losing it. Is this?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. Exactly that. What exactly about you say?
Oh, whoa. What do you... I'm thinking a couple things here. And then you said that, and now I'm thinking, oh, it's that.
Well, let me get one more sniffy in here.
It's very rich.
Super rich.
Hot fudge sundae.
That's what it is. 100%.
Oh, baby. Fuck my ass. Oh, my God. It can't do that 2 years in a row. Is that the 2 years? Is that the... That's not last year's, right?
No way.
That can't be.
No.
Because that was my impression of the winner last year, the first time I had it.
Yeah.
Having a hard time here.
I actually don't know if that's the spice.
Oh, man.
Like if it's minty or not. I can't.
It's not mint.
I really can't decide if that's mint or
There's-
if that's.
It's not rye.
It's not rye.
What is that?
It's bourbon.
Where's it single malt?
No.
I mean, it could be the Jack.
That's what I'm thinking.
It could be
Oh,
the
wait,
Jack.
what?
That's what I'm
It
thinking.
could be the Jack. There's a slight chance that it's Jack. But that fucking thick syrup shit at the back end of that beautiful back, and
Did you get any cherry?
I don't get any cherry.
Okay.
I'm also kind of wondering of how weird it is if it's the Amburana barrel finished.
No, I don't think it's that funky.
But like, because that's a funky thing. Man, this is tough.
It can't be the Heaven Hill 17.
Well, I
Can't.
will tell you.
That's what I mean.
I will tell you.
It can't be.
I will
so
tell you.
good.
I will also tell you that the Penelope barrel strength on here is a 4 grain. It is a 4 grain.
True.
Think about that. So if you are getting a little bit of a barley heavy bourbon-esque thing, it could be that. I'm not trying to help anybody out here because this is a friendly competition that I'm going to whip all of your asses in. And so far, I'm 2 out of 2.
That's weird because I'm 2 out of 2 as well. And we have different answers.
Shut the fuck up, Matt. Like seriously, you rigged this whole thing. You rigged the whole
Rigged it.
thing. You and your wife rigged
Yeah,
it.
we have a lot of money on the line on this. We have a lot of bettors. You guys don't know.
All 185 subscribers put fucking $2 million bets down. Yeah.
If you look at the Vegas odds of this bracket, crazy.
There's also a slight chance. Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
You don't think that's right at all?
No. I'm going to go last.
High rye bourbon? My bracket's just shot already. I'm excited. You really?
What?
I'm having a hard time over here.
I am making decisions. I'm having a hard time, but I am making decisions. I've gotten to bottle guess, and that's where I'm fucked. I'm gonna say it's probably living around 103. I definitely think it's bourbon, and I definitely think it's finished. But man, Troy, get your nose in that glass and tell me that doesn't smell more than 8 years old. Like,
Oh, Jesus.
and it could just be that it's a double barrel finish.
Could be the Cedar Ridge Double Barrel.
And if you remember
Is
some
the
more
Cedar
stuff,
Ridge- is the Cedar Ridge double barrel barley forward?
it is.
Is
All
it
the Cedar
single
Ridge
malt?
stuff was
He
it's
makes it-
bourbon.
he makes it
but
like
he's
a
a
single
barley.
malt.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, man. I don't know.
I think it's too chocolatey for that Cedar
Bit
Ridge.
milk
But
chocolatey.
man, that's tough, man. That is tough. I'll tell you what I'm thinking here. Maybe we can collab a little bit, even though I'm going to whip all your asses. All right. I really think it could be the Town Branch. I'm thinking it's probably more likely than not that it's the Town Branch because of the finish. It's got that maple syrup type of thing. But then there's like this barley kind of chocolate content that I'm getting. And I'm really kind of leaning more towards either the Jack or the Cedar Ridge. I think it's too viscous to be Penelope. I think Penelope's a cleaner pour from a texture standpoint.
Yeah.
Not thin as far as like body is concerned, but a cleaner mouthfeel than what I'm getting here. I think the Jack is a little bit of a cleaner mouthfeel too, from what I remember. But it could definitely be the Cedar Ridge, but I'm gonna give it a 50-50 here, and I'm gonna say it's the Town Branch.
Okay.
Just because I have to put something down.
I honestly, I don't. I'm getting some sort of rye-ishness, but man, I don't know.
Troy, what do you got? What are you thinking?
that musty grain.
All right.
And that might be Cedar Ridge.
Oh, man.
It tastes like funk.
I think it's bourbon. If not bourbon, if not just, a typical bourbon mash bill, then maybe 4 grain with a good presence of barley. But I do think the flavors that we're getting are coming more from a finished barrel than not.
Yep.
I wrote 110 proof again.
That's right, but
I think it's all right. I'm just gonna say I think it could potentially be Town Branch, but I'm putting Whiskey Acres maple syrup cask.
Oh, we all have different answers.
Yeah, I'm getting too much age for that. I like the Whiskey Acre stuff a bunch, but I'm not getting any of that craft kind of fresh cut cedar that I usually get with that pour.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's got more of a craft distillery type of vibe to it.
Really?
How much would you pay for this, Troy?
I wrote 100.
Damn.
I wrote 75.
So I put 110 proof. I'm gonna go with bourbon, but it has some different mash bill. Finished, yes.
Oh, Troy, you're right. You're 100% right.
Really?
You're 100% right.
90, I'd pay. I think it's Cedar Ridge. Thinker drinker.
It's the Whiskey Acres. Troy's 100% right.
Okay.
We'll see.
You changing it?
Yep.
Okay.
Because what I just told them wasn't there is there.
All right.
Motherfucker. All right, it's either the town. We shouldn't have done 2 fucking maple finish things in here.
No.
Hey, man,
Matt.
I'm just saying. You guys picked your
It's Matt's
I did
fault.
not pick either of them. Thank you.
I picked one and Troy picked one.
Okay, well, there you go.
Whiskey
Your fault.
Acres or Town Branch. It's one or the
You
other.
got to pick one.
Well, so listen, if that Whiskey Acres comes up, I'm going to know at this point.
I get the. Well, we have to. Yeah. All right.
I also think that Whiskey Acres was a little bit lower proof, but I think it was younger, so it was hotter feeling. So I think I'm going to stick with my proof.
Okay.
I paid $150 for a $375 of that, so the $75 is what it's going to stay.
It's $50.
It's $50 now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bennies.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Moving on.
Okay.
This is annoying.
Number 9. Oh, boy, I know what this is already.
5 seconds. 5
I
seconds.
know.
5
I'm just saying.
seconds.
I'm ready. I'm just gonna smell it. I know. I'm 100% sure about this one.
Really?
100. You smell it. 100% sure. Just off the nose. Off the rippity rip. 1,000% sure.
Yeah. No, me too.
Like,
Because
oh my
I
God.
remember the moment.
yeah, 100%.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh fuck.
I don't know the stats on it, but I know 100% what it is.
Oh,
I didn't realize that
remember
would stand out
moment.
so well. Wow. What's
That's
that?
amazing.
Honey graham?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Holy fungal.
I gotta take a fucking minute. Jesus.
All right. I hope we're thinking about the same thing because we might not be.
Number 4. Scoring a 4.
You didn't even drink it.
I don't have to.
Off the nose?
Done.
Troy, that's not fair. You got to give it a full.
I will, but I'm very confident.
You can't do that. No, not
Troy
them.
broke his
You
own
guys
rules.
can't do this.
All right. I'm
That's
curious if
one of
our.
the best smelling noses of any whiskey I've ever had in my entire
I'm gonna be
life.
very curious if our two things. What we think. We're not gonna say anything until the end. But I'm curious if our exact things are the same.
Yeah, I am too. I'm very confident though.
Okay. I hope we're confident about the same thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
that would be great if we're not.
that's what I'm. That's why I'm waiting for it. All right. I gotta taste
But
it.
there's no way we're not.
It's honey graham cracker and like
Oh,
cinnamon
like
bread
it?
Nope.
and like
No.
Don't like it.
nope, because I know exactly what it is. I thought you guys were.
Yep. Wow. I guess that is one of the most identifying finishes of anything.
And every time I have it, I don't like it.
I don't know why
Every
you don't like
time.
it.
Yeah, I've never.
You had the other
It's
one.
the
you didn't
Amburana.
like it.
Is that what you guys think?
That's what I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I've never really liked anything Amburana finished a lot. Anyway, I've been okay with it.
It's so different. I guess it does stand out.
It's great because it's Nulu. Like it's still good. It's good whiskey. I just don't like that finish at all. That's going to be 1 for me.
Wow.
Stinker.
Stinker. Just taking a dump right all over me.
Well, at least I gave mine a shot before I ranked it. You asshole.
I'm an asshole. Damn.
What would you pay, Anthony?
$30.
$0.
$30.
Negative dollars.
All right, $35.
This is is it the Justin Storehouse pick too? I think.
I mean,
Is it?
it's fine.
I think I paid 100.
I'll put Stinker
Matt,
Drinker.
do you like it?
I like it a lot. Yeah.
I'll put Stinker Drinker. It's garbage.
I paid.
Yes.
I paid more.
Finish.
What do you like about it?
Yes, in trash.
Finish it. What
Anthony,
do you like?
seriously.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't that
The cinnamon thing?
When you say cinnamon raisin bread, that kind of really strikes a negative tone with me for some reason.
Really?
When
Raisin?
When I hear those words, I think that might be the thing that. Yeah, I mean, there's like this weird funk in the bottom of that smell and the bottom of that taste. Those barrels kind of add on something.
Yeah.
And it's just not an Anthony thing. I'm just not into it.
That's fair.
And I don't think I could ever be. It's kind of like what Scotch does. Like I will literally never be into Scotch ever.
This is
Not
better.
with that attitude.
But I mean, I've tried it. Me and Alden, he whipped out fucking 4 limited release Scotches last week, and I tried every single one of them, and I gave them an honest chance, and they all fucking sucked. Besides a Balvenie sherry finished one, which was pretty amazing. Yeah. But like, I'm not a Scotch fan because of it.
I think this is better than the Starlight version.
I mean, most Nulu stuff is pretty fucking on point.
We're good.
I mean, you can tell that the bourbon's good. The barrel finish, the secondary finish is just not great to me at all. Yeah, so I'm going to say 107 proof bourbon. Yes, it's finished in trash. $35 Nulu.
Do I go drink or think or just drinker? That's my question. I think I'm just going drinker. Proof, I actually think it's on the lower side. I don't remember how much it is. But it doesn't taste as hot as the other ones.
I think that finish makes me think it's hotter than it is. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going for number 9. 107, I think. Bourbon, yes, finished. I'd pay 90, even though I technically paid more. And I'm doing Nulu Amburana, and I said it's a drinker.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. 105 proof is my guess. And I'd pay 100.
Okay.
Well, why don't we cleanse a little bit? If anyone needs a top off here, we'll top off, and then we'll go through and do final rankings.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sound good?
Yep.
And welcome back from a little palate cleansing cracker break there. Guys, let's go through these. Maybe just all kind of collectively restate our thoughts. Yep. And then maybe do some tastings, and then we'll advance the winner here. Okay. Starting with literally number 1. The first pour of the day is also number 1 in the bracket. That's pretty definitively to me. I think I'm going to stick to my guns. I had 112 as the proof. I had Scotch. If it is finished, it's sherry finished, but it's not like something that is advertised, and we did talk about that. I would say probably $80, which is interesting because this is probably the highest I would pay for anything on here. Because I put everything else at a lower dollar value, which is interesting.
Interesting.
It's the Bunnahabhain 12. And I know for cash strength, and I think I know for a fact that it's going to get a 2 for me.
Okay. So it's kind of in the middle for you, on the lower side?
Yeah, it's fine. I called it a drinker, so.
I think I'm also going to agree with you. Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength. And I don't know if it's finished or not. It's one of those, like, I'm just going to put no, and it might be, I don't know, whatever. But I put it as a 2 for me as well.
Same.
Yep. Moving right along to number 16 in the bracket. Me and Troy came to the collective decision that this could be Barrel Craft Spirits Vantage. I also have a note here that this could be Wild Turkey Russell's Reserve 13 year. Or not Russell's Reserve, sorry, Russell's 13, which is batch 2, I think is the one you have.
I believe so.
Yeah. It just got some kind of turkey notes there, but at the same time, it's got that distinct Barrel Craft Spirits kind of finishing touch to it. And there could be some finished barrels blended into this batch.
I hope it's not that, because I don't like this, and from what I recall, I really like Russell's 13, so I hope it's not that. But I think it's Town Branch Maple Stout finish, which it probably isn't, but I don't think it's that. So, yeah. I think it's a stinker, and it's number 1, which means it's the worst of this tasting.
The thing that's making me kind of lean towards the Vantage is it's a little hotter than what Russell's 13 is. I think Russell's 13 is 101.
Yeah,
and then
that's exactly what I was saying.
And this is definitely coming back to this now. I think I'm going to stick to my guns and call this Vantage. This is probably in the 107, 110 proof range. It's definitely bourbon. It's finished. And I would pay $75 for it, $75-$80 I would say. And I'm gonna stick to Vantage.
Okay. Troy, you agree? You're a Vantage boy still?
Yeah, but I think it's hotter than that.
Okay.
I think it's
113 max.
I wrote 116.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I put 120.
I'm putting 107 and 110, and I think that's just a characteristic Barrel Craft Spirits spice that I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
So, sticking to that.
But I also do believe It's my number one out of the four.
I haven't got
That's
there
your
yet.
Well, as the
in-
worst.
yeah.
Okay.
I ranked it.
You think
as
it's, oh,
number
you think
one,
it's your least favorite?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Yep.
Okay.
which I do really enjoy it.
Just to recap, because we'll probably mess it up a lot of times. 4 is the best. 1 is the worst. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so next up was number 8. And we all, I think, kind of had a different opinion on this. I think Troy kind of swayed me at the end. I kind of thought this was the Town Branch at first, but it very much could be the Whiskey Acres. I'm going to get back into it here. The whiskey,
I think it's Town Branch now.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right.
I'm going around 103. I think it's bourbon. I think it's absolutely finished. I'd probably pay $75 for it. And I mean, the nose does not smell like the Whiskey Acre stuff. I don't get that fresh cut cedar type of thing as much. I'm going to get into it again here.
I mean, a little bit.
It's Town Branch, 100% Town Branch. It's not the Whiskey Acres.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick to my guns there. Thank you, Troy, for being an asshole.
Troy, and you're agreeing with Town Branch?
Yeah, I do. I don't know what it is. I think that we were talking about chocolate and the stout part of it.
Yeah.
And that sort of roasted malt quality that you get from stout.
I get it.
Yep.
I think that's there.
I think that's doing it for me too.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to go instead take a left turn here. I'm going Cedar Ridge, double barrel.
Yeah, I mean, it did have a lot of that on the
I don't hate
nose,
that
man.
call at all.
I'm hoping the barley note of the single malty aspect of it, and I think that definitely finish for sure. And I think the extra finish we're getting, that barrel impact, I think is from the second barrel that's rested.
Yeah, and I could definitely see that being the case, and that was an original note for me as well. I think it's a drinker thinker too. By the way.
Oh yeah, I put thinker drinker.
Yep.
Troy.
Drinker thinker.
Okay. And I gave it a 4. Anthony.
I'm still deciding between 16 and 8 what numbers I'm going to give.
Okay.
Them. Yep.
Troy, have you given it a number?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. So then number 9, I think it was obviously the Nulu Amburana barrel finish. I think it's right around 107, which is typical for Nulu stuff. In between 107 and 112 is really where their stuff lies. It's bourbon. It's obviously finished in a garbage can. I'd pay $35 for it, and it's a number 1 for me. It's the least favorite one that I've ever drank ever.
From anyone?
Anyone ever?
From anyone
whiskey of all time?
ever.
I put 107 proof.
Besides that garbage that
Corn-
Matt brought
the
here.
corn,
Oh, yeah.
That stuff doesn't even count as whiskey.
That's funny. 107 bourbon. It is finished. I think we're all in agreement. It is the Nulu Amburana, and I gave it a 3.
Yep.
I put it as a drinker.
What proof?
107.
107. I wrote 105.
Okay.
But yeah, I gave it a 4.
You give it a 4. All right, let's do some math, Matt. You ready? I'm going to give you my
What'd
numbers.
You give, your
I
number
did.
8?
Yeah, so my
Number
number 8, I gave a 4.
Okay. All right.
Then I gave number 16, I gave it 3.
So let's do some math. All right. So number 1, what did everyone give it?
I gave it a 2.
2.
We all gave 2, so that's 6. Okay. Number 16.
3.
1.
That's 5. Number 8.
4.
3.
Damn. Okay. Is that 11? And then number 9.
1.
4.
Okay. So
Number 8's going on.
8 is going on. Second place, though, by a good margin, was number 9.
Damn.
So
Number 8 it is.
8, whatever you are, we think either Cedar Ridge or Town Branch.
Which are 2 bottles that we thought would do very well here. Yeah. At least, I mean, I don't know if Matt's ever tried the Town Branch, but me and Troy were pretty fucking into it when we tried it.
Definitely.
So I could definitely see it advancing and going. I mean, it is going at this point, but
Congratulations, number 8, wherever you are.
Yep.
We have
And
faith in you.
yeah. Well, guys, stay tuned. We got another bracket of, I guess it's technically a semifinal.
Round 2.
Yeah, round 2's coming up. 4 more pours coming out later this week. We appreciate all of you. And until next time, yodelay!